Guys, I'm not going to bore you to death with the technical details on how big everything is, but I'm sure you've already seen reviews talking about it and how the 43 is functionally the same length of slide and barrel as the 43X, while the 43X has a longer and slightly fatter grip. And of course the 48 has the longer barrel with the exact same size as the 43X. And I will put the 43 on top of the 48 for you just to get an idea of what that looks like. And of course the 48 MOS, I'm not going to review that today. The 19 is functionally the same here as the 48, but again, just like the 48 is thicker than the 43, the 19 is thicker than the 48. So obviously the 48 is the most shootable. The 43, certainly at bad breath distances, is very functional. It's mechanically accurate. I find it very difficult. The size is just so small. I have a hard time not moving my hand more as I shoot it, and then it jumps so much that I very quickly develop some bad habits, some flinching and milking. But I think the biggest thing that people miss when they talk about which one you should choose, in terms of capability, I found the 48 to be the easiest. But I mean, if we're strictly looking at capability, I'm gonna grab the big guy, right? But I can't always dress like a tactical hobo, even though I'm able to do that most of the time. And so I have kind of the happy medium here for me is the 43X. And that sounds like I'm just picking the middle of the road just because, but there's some very good reasons. If you are habitually wearing suits, tucked in shirts, things like that, if you have to pocket carry, I think the 43 is definitely your best choice. And you just are going to take that loss of performance when you have to choose that. But it allows you to both pocket carry and ankle carry because you have the shorter mag, and you can get the magazine extensions if you want. I have one around here somewhere. There we go. You can get a magazine extension, and it makes it roughly the same as a 48. I mean the 43X or the 48 lengthwise. You still don't have quite the capacity. However, you do lose the ability to then ankle carry. Pocket carry perhaps if you have large pockets, but I could not possibly ankle carry that. Even the 43 without the extension is right on the line of what I can carry on my ankle without just being grotesquely obvious that there's something there. So this allows you the deep concealment options and different placement options. There are some really good deep concealment options on the belt line, and that's where the 43X really shines. The 48 with this, I will just put it up here. When you put the 48 in a traditional position, I'll just leave this outside my pants for demonstration purposes, where you can get a full firing grip on that. It sits up high enough. You can see it's only down here. You have no trouble sitting with that. However, as soon as we start dropping it lower, and typical guy here, I've got some excess weight around the middle, and in order for the best concealment, I have to basically drop my rear sights below this bulge down here. And what that means is when it starts coming down, I can hide that. The bulge will help the shirt drape over it. But now, even with the 43 instead of the 48, you can see how it's further down. This begins to be difficult to sit. So having less muzzle, even though it hurts the performance in shooting slightly, you pick up a lot. You pick up, I think, far more than you gain with the performance. You gain in concealment. And so I think you're going to get your biggest, your most versatile use out of the 43X. A lot of people have reviewed how they shoot and the various dimensional differences between them, but I think the big thing you've got to take into consideration is where you carry it and what you're going to need. If you work in an office where you really don't want to be discovered carrying a gun, if it's a non-permissive environment, it's not illegal per se, but you're going to have some social repercussions. I think the 43X really shines for traditional waist type carry. And when I say a traditional, I mean that includes something like the Enigma. It still uses a belt, it's on your waistline, but of course it's inside your pants and you can tuck your shirt very easily with that. Pocket carry with the 43, everybody loves to talk about how fast it is, and I demonstrated that. Once you've got your hand on it and staged, man, it's blazingly fast. However, I think most of the pocket carry guys like to kind of fantasize about being able to get that staged, and in real life, unless you walk around with your hand on the gun all the time, that's not how it's going to work out. It's just not that much faster than traditional belt-mounted carry, which leaves you options, leaves your hands free. And it's not even that much faster of the deep concealed. Now, it is definitely faster than ankle carry. You saw how slow that was, and I'm not practiced at it, so I shouldn't blame that entirely on ankle carry, but on my lack of practice. But there you have it. It's really a question of how you're going to carry it, and not so much about how capable each one of these is, because they're all... So I'm going to be giving away these two holsters that I used to demo in this video. Pocket holster for the 43 or the 43X, and a traditional belt-mounted holster. It will fit any of them. The 48 here comes right to the end. Mid-height sweat guard will fit the DCC monoblock soft loops. It's got another option down here for some other clips. Just drop a comment letting me know why you think you deserve it, and follow me on YouTube, like the video, and I will use a random number generator to determine who wins, and I'll ship that out to you. So thanks for watching, guys.